$144,000 and get the dough. Oh, Card Sharks! Welcome to Card Sharks, guys. Glad to have you with us on the Rightly 1279 channel. Let's get to the cards.
Whee!
And the computer is going to automatically deal the cards out, and let's get to our Card Sharkers. Okay. Well, Kyle on yesterday's program unseated a great champion, Christian, who has played the game extremely well. And you have $13,000 to show for it, Kyle.
Yay!
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm a little drunk, but I'll be okay.
All right. And his challenger is JVD.
And I am not drunk, and I shall be fine.
All right, y'all two fellas are ready to play?
Yep.
Let's get down to business. Y'all know the rules of the game. We played the best of 3. The player who wins 2 games go off to the money cards for $144,000. In this version of Card Sharks, each game is worth $1,000. And we're going to start the questioning off with you, Kyle. Good luck.
Okay.
We surveyed 100 married women who have children and asked, on Halloween, have you ever driven your kids to a fancy neighborhood so they could get better candy? How many mothers admit they have driven their kids to a neighborhood, a fancy neighborhood, so they can get better candy?
I will say 42.
42. All right, and JVD, what do you think about that? Higher or lower than 42?
He's got a good number there, but I think it's going to be just a touch higher.
A touch higher. If it is higher, JVD, you'll play your cards. Otherwise, it goes to Kyle. Let's check it out. The actual number of mothers that admitted they have driven their kids to a fancy neighborhood so they could get better candy is... It's 19. It is not higher. It is lower. So, Kyle, you get it.
Yay.
All right, Kyle. Your opening card is a queen.
A cream.
A cream queen. You can play it or change it.
I'm going to play it.
Okay?
Lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. No, a double. All right, JVD, free chance. You have a great card of a king.
Double's better than the ass. Let's go lower than the king.
Lower than a king. It's an 8. 7 plus 1.
Freezing it there.
He's freezing it there. Protecting his position, and we go to the next question. JVD, we surveyed 100 married women and asked them, did you foot the bill for your own wedding? How many married women said that they did pay for their own wedding?
This is going to be a relatively low number. Remember, it's the parents of the bride that do it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's a relatively low number. I want to say 16.
Going 16. Okay, and Kyle, is it higher or lower than 16?
I'll go higher.
Higher. And let's check it out. The actual number of women who foot the bill for their own wedding is... It's 25. It is higher. Good job, Kyle. Only a little bit higher, though. All right, now you have the queen. What's your desire?
I'm going to keep it.
And what do you want to say?
Lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 10.
Freeze.
Freezing on a 10, keeping JVD away from his cards. Third question goes to you, Kyle.
Okay.
We surveyed 100 women whose children have grown up and left the house and asked them, would you like it if your own grown children came back and lived with you? How many women said they would?
Let's make it interesting. How about 50?
Going 50. All right, and JVD, what do you think? Higher or lower than 50?
Taking the Ben Mason strategy, huh? Yep. You said how many said they would like to have them living back with them?
Yes, I'll read the question again. We surveyed 100 women whose children have grown up and left the house and asked them, would you like it if your grown children came back and lived with you? How many women said they would like for their grown children to come back and live with them? And Kyle believes it's 50.
I'm going to say it's a small bit higher.
Higher. All right, and let's check it out. The actual number of women that say yes, they would like it for their grown children to come back and live with them is only 20. Is not higher, is lower. All right, Kyle, you have that 10. What do you want to do about that?
I'm going to change it.
All right. We win the question. You have the power to change the card. The 10 becomes a king. Lower than a king. No! It's a double! Free chance, JVD. Must play off the 8.
Higher.
Higher than an 8. No, it's a 2.
Damn.
And we're in our 4th and final question. Somebody must win on this play of the cards, so control is critical. JVD, here's your question. We surveyed 100 bachelors and asked them, before you actually break up with a girl, do you rehearse what you are going to say to her? How many bachelors do rehearse before they break up with a girl?
I actually think this is I'm going to do it back to him, but I really do think the number actually is 50.
You going with 50?
No. Let's up that a little bit. 75.
He's going with 75. All right. What do you think, Kyle? Is it higher or lower than 75?
I'll go just a tiny bit lower.
You kind of agree with JVD? You're going a tiny bit lower? And let's see what happens. The actual number of bachelors that do rehearse before they break up with a girl is only 40. It is lower.
Okay.
All right, Kyle, you have a decision to make. You have a king, and you can
keep it.
Oh, you want to keep control in spite of the fact that JVD got the 8 and can't play it?
No, he got it. He gets it.
That's why it's important. That's why it's important for you to let me explain it. See, let me explain it all the way. All right, Kyle, you got the king, and you have 3 cards to go, but you do have the power to change that king if you want to. I don't think you will.
No.
JVD has an 8. He cannot change it, and he has 3 cards to go in order to win the game. Now, you do want to play it yourself or pass it?
I'm going to pass it.
All right. JVD, you have to call off the 8. One mistake, and Kyle wins the first game.
I think he's going to take it. I'm going to say lower than the 8.
Lower than the 8. It's a 2. Continue.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a 5.
Go higher for the game.
For the game, higher than a 5. Yeah, it's a king.
I should have kept control, Rodney.
Well, it's not my fault. I just want to be sure you knew the situation.
I know what the situation was.
Yep.
The situation.
Yeah, the situation.
I gotta go back to the education place.
All right, $1,000 for JVD, but you know the deal. You have to win this game in order to continue your title, Kyle. And here's your question for round 2. We surveyed 100 medical doctors, and we asked them, have you ever removed a bullet from a patient? How many doctors said they have removed a bullet from a patient?
Ooh. That's a tough one. I'll say 37.
Going 37. All right, JVD, what do you think about this question?
Now, mind you, folks at home, these are medical doctors as opposed to psychologists or shrinks.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking it's higher, but I'm thinking it's higher.
You're going higher, okay?
The 43 range.
You think it's 43. Well, let's see if you're right or if he's right. The actual number of doctors that did actually remove a bullet from a patient is 55. It is higher. Good, JVD. All right, your card is a good one. It's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. A 10.
Let's try it. Lower.
Lower than a 10. A 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. A 4.
Oh no!
$4 championship. Higher than a 4. No! It's a double. Kyle, you've been saved.
Lower.
And he's going for the lower. Lower than a 9. A double to you too.
Oh, shut up!
No improvements there. Okay, JVD, it's on you.
Okay.
We surveyed 100. Now y'all understand why I love doing Card Sharks on my channel. Here we go.
Like being a terrific host.
Yeah. I want to be Jim Perry. I want to be Jim Perry.
Wait, hold on a second. You lied. You told me it was Wink. You said I want to be like Wink, but now it's Jim Perry?
Both of them. All right, here we go. JVD, your question. We surveyed 100 married women and asked them, when you choose your outfits, do you dress to please yourself rather than your husband? How many married women said they dress to please themselves?
It's gonna be a pretty middle number. I think it's somewhere in the area because they want to please themselves. They want to look good for themselves to boost their confidence.
Yeah.
But they also want to look good for whoever they're talking to or meeting up with or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 67.
He's going 67, okay. Kyle, is it higher or lower than 67?
Lower.
Lower. Okay, here's the answer. The actual number of married women who said they dress to please themselves is 84. Is not lower, it's higher.
Damn, it's a lot higher.
You still got the ace, a good card.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. A 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A 3.
Lower.
To win the game, higher than a 3. Yeah, you did it, JVD. Good cards right there. That's $2,000.
There I go again.
And you're going off to the money cards for $144,000. Well, Kyle, you have $13,000 and our congratulations. Okay, let's bring in the bonus game here, which is very good. These games are going very quickly.
I want to play, Jay, but
Did somebody yell they want to play? Well, it's up to JVD now. Let's see. We bring up the money cards.
It's this bozo right here.
Alright, we're going to bring up those money cards for you, JVD. And here they come. Now, you know the rules of the money cards already, but for this version, we're playing for $144,000. We're going to start you with the lower level and give you $1,000 on the lower level, and you're going to work your way across the board predicting whether those cards are higher or lower than the one before those. Then we're going to bring you up to the second level and give you $1,000 of new betting money. And you must do the same thing on the second level, predicting whether those cards are higher or lower than the ones that are before those 3 cards. $50 is the minimum bet unless you get to the big bet, in which you must bet at least half of your money. And to help you out, if you ever get a card that you don't like, you can use one of those 3 help cards to help you, okay? Now, I need a number between 1 and 52 to cut the deck.
15.
Going 15, I think that's a good number. And when the cards are set up, we're going to give you the $1,000. Alright, and let's see your opening card. For $1,000, it is an ace!
Hell yeah. All of it lower.
Everything lower than an ace, of course it's lower. Yes, it's an 8. You have $2,000 in an 8.
Change it with number 1, please.
Changing the card with number 1. Okay. The 8 becomes a king.
Everything lower.
Everything lower than a king. Yeah, it's a 2.
Everything higher.
Everything higher than a 2. Yeah, a queen. Good cards here. You have $8,000. We're going to give you another $1,000. You're up to $9,000 and you have a queen.
Big balls or no balls at all. Everything lower.
Everything lower than a queen. No!
Oh, well.
I am sorry. JVD, you had great cards. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Oh, well, it happens, though.
But you still have your $2,000 for winning the other game before, and you feel like playing again?
I can do another game, sure.
Who's your next opponent?
Let's do Gary.
You feel like playing? I know Gary feel like playing. I don't have to ask that. So we're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll do episode number 36 of Card Sharks. Don't go away.
Nice.